How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to some SpellForce 3. Last time we were right in front of this door here, about to walk in, but I stopped because it was a good time. I don't know why this pig is part of our adventure, but he's in there. He's ready to go as well. We did just get a dwarf that has a lot of...
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger,
a lot of constitution, which was not my plan, but here we are.
Anticipation as you descend into the black tunnels. For the first time in a very long time, you feel as if you have direction, purpose. You're pulled from your thoughts as you see shadows dancing on the walls up ahead in the tunnel. A fire.
Oh, well, there you go. Hey, Ed, how's it going today?
Ugh. Is it just me, or does it smell rotten in here?
I'm afraid you're right. Even though the more pressing question should be, why are there lit candles in a place that hasn't been open for millennia?
But you are certain this is the path to Millendeer?
Absolutely. Something lives down here. The only question is, what?
I guess we'll find out.
I'm hoping the shield isn't a huge cast time, but we'll
Yes?
see.
That way?
Right. But Pig Friend is here.
Will do. That's the way?
Emergency Bacon. I think if you name him that, he might hear you and leave. I wouldn't do that.
What? Strange creatures. Run!
By the... Ugh, I suppose we found the source of that smell.
Indeed. But who or what in the world did this?
This man can wear nothing. I wonder if there's a reason to take this loot. Or if I was just wasting my time looting all of that. That's sad to have all that Constitution loot and just see it
Sounds like a plan.
turn to nothing.
Jesus, what is that thing?
Looks like a golem to me. Maybe the Shapers created it.
Huh.
Okay, we're gonna start with this.
Whatever's necessary.
Strange creatures, but made of flesh. God King will want. God King needs flesh.
Help! Please!
There we go. And even with the Constitution, it's a little scary, huh?
Danger up ahead!
They killed one of our heroes.
Oh, well, that sucks. Get him up!
Come on, don't die on us now. Damn it, I need healing.
Huh.
Huh?
It's more goblin meat? What do we need goblin meat for? Alright, let's get the heal up. Okay, that spell takes a while and doesn't do damage. Oh.
Understood.
Right.
Alright, why not?
You know, I think I made... Wait, how did I spec him? Did I get the other move? Let me check. No, I didn't. I went just for this, which is a stun, which doesn't help our AoE
Just give it a
whatsoever, unfortunately. Necromancy.
Sounds like a
Okay,
plan.
that can't be good.
Understood.
This way, right?
Cry right. God King too strong. God King too cruel.
He took mother, he took son. God King will eat until
No. No. You not understand. God King need flesh, so God King can use power. And only power can protect from the dark beyond.
Lie! All lies! You weak cowards, all of you! You... Wait, you smell?
This way, right?
You got it. Get
Let's
ready.
move her up. We use one of these. Follow up. Hit one of these. I think the problem is I spend too long.
Huh?
Oh, at least that's instantaneous. That's nice. Oh, he's not
You
dead.
read my mind. Now
What was
take a
this?
Look at that.
Let's see.
Goblin key.
I'll take a look.
And what's this? Just a 50 health ring, sure. Severed head of a goblin. How do we know we need such a thing? You know what? Doesn't matter. We just know we got one now.
That way?
Will do.
Okay, let me give out some loot here. I mean, the dwarf's already well beyond the need. For 50 health.
Sounds like a plan.
Uh-oh. Who's this gentleman?
Am I the only one who just saw that?
I'm afraid not. Must have been another goblin.
Yeah, and a pretty damn big one.
A heavy shield. Wonder if that would work if we gave... Oh my god, he doesn't have a weapon. Why can't he... Oh, I didn't give him enough strength. So he needs a level before we can even use anything. We don't even have a shield. We have this, but it takes 1 strength. Well, that's where I'm going to put the next point anyway, so... Why not? How's it going, Nestron? Yeah. We'll definitely do that now. We'll definitely do that. Might as well. Block chance 20%, so 20% chance to just nope out of it. Wish we had some better... Actually, if we go to that, he doesn't need the shield. I could just give him this. And then he doesn't run in. And what I can do is give the dwarf the mace. And then this. And then we'll give it back. That's the main quest.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a side quest? What about this one?
You got it.
Let's move over and see. I'm so afraid of that, like, locking us in and we can't do the rest of it, so let's just take a look. It looks like it's a...
The words.
What words?
Is that my imagination, or did that thing just talk to me?
I'm afraid so.
To what?
Speak the words.
Ah. Attack the golem. Yeah, let's not do that. How much health does he have? 4,500. He has lots of resistances, by the way. That's because he's frozen. Yeah. Let's not fight the goblin. Or the golem. We'll fight the goblins.
Intriguing.
Alright, maybe the tunnel's okay. We'll head over there. Stupart's so close to getting the points he needs to be able to cast that spell. Which would be nice, having those two up and then being able to drop the spell all the time. And he's giving out a lot of health, too. It's not
Let's
a lot.
see.
5 a second.
Looks pretty narrow. I don't think we'll fit through there. So maybe... Wait. Do you hear that? Grunting. Maybe the goblin built a workshop behind that wall.
Maybe we could lure it out by throwing some meat at it? Macabre, I know, but if it gets the job done...
Good. We best get...
Sure. That way?
Alright, why not?
I just poisoned him.
Ugly bad meat. Bad meat.
Uh-huh.
All
There we
right.
go.
3, 5, 4, 5. I smell fresh meat.
Yes?
See, now the dwarf can actually do damage, except he keeps getting knocked back.
So, what's the plan? Alright, here goes nothing.
Did he just, like, multi-stun there? What was that? Oh my god, he does.
Please!
Corporal?
Are you quite done with the stun lock? Jesus, get out!
Eat you. I will eat you.
Does this never end?
Like, he was stun locking, holy cow.
Sounds like a plan.
It's over.
Oh, we got the goblin meat back. A new shirt? Yes. The problem is I have a blue screen, so which side? Like here, you can see you can see right through his pants, so I never wear it. So this is a new bow. She should be able to equip it. It said it was a bow. Maybe it was this. Maybe that's all I looted. No, I swear it was something. Oh no, it's a mace that wants 6 strength. Could work on the dwarf.
You got it.
I mean, the shield only adds the block chance. Wait, what?
This way, right?
Will do.
Oh, so that's all we got was the mace. It does extra to golems, so if we can get that level before we got that level, by the way. No attribute points. Figures. Looks like Luigi wearing black overalls. Yeah, it depends on where it is on the screen. Do I have this leveled already? Oh, it is already leveled. That's interesting. A 24% chance would go pretty good with a shield like that. Wonder if it's worth it. Don't really need that. So what does this do? Adds empowered. Pretty nice. What else can we go for? Probably nothing more is needed. Has Warcry. There's something about weakened, but nothing seems to apply that. I think we're going to just do that. Then if we're in it, and we get the benefit, right? Either that or he can use this to spam it. He's already going to spam this move, right? That's my plan. Doesn't cost a lot. That one scales off of intelligence. This one scales off of willpower. I don't know, you can get a lot of constitution, but there's like not a whole lot that actually scales off of it. This does, but that's just elemental infusion. Like, okay, that doesn't seem like it actually scales at all. That one's a channeled move if you want him to be a caster. Yeah, not really. I mean, he could use this, but I don't know that he's going to go that route. Let's just go for this one, because it's a pretty good spam ability, and might as well give himself attack damage. Sure. So you got an ability point as well. Where were we going with that? Have that move, that's nice. Light magic cooldown might be nice. Then she can really spam her moves. Because this lasts for 15, the cooldown's 12. So what does it do if I get rank 2? Oh, that's damnation. So we already buffed that. So do I want cooldown on those abilities? Because I don't use that a lot, and then purging shot's probably under the same deal. That one's interesting. So if I get that level 2, it's also a heal. That might be good for now. And then next time we reduce the cooldown, then you just have 2 heals. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Absolutely. Now she has a secondary heal. It's weak, but it's a heal. We have this upgraded, so that's done. So this one just adds more targets, which, cool if you have a huge group of people, but that's all it does. So I don't think we need that. Refocus is actually exactly what we need right now. As weird as this sounds, we're going to grab refocus. Oh, and you can dump more points into it if you want. This goes up level. Yeah, that should put you up 75? Yes, that's perfect. Now Stubert can hit this button. Yep, he sure can. Stubert can now use his abilities. Well, the one. That's all he has, but he has it. So why not? If you look at his tree, he has this, which is just spell power, but now he can actually use his...
moving.
It's not the greatest move. Don't get me wrong. It's actually kind of sad, but it is good if there's a lot of goblins.
Sure.
Understood.
Okay, what do we want to do? We want to hit F4, F7, F8, and F2 right there. F4, F1. Use F6 here. Holy shit, I'm spamming so many abilities.
No, 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 stop! What is the meaning of this? Why you killing God King Scions?
Because you attack first. Go check over here, just make sure we looked at everything. I think we did. Nothing mysterious here, I don't think.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
A dead
Human.
body.
So we aren't the first to enter these tunnels.
But he's mummified. He might have been here for thousands of years.
Hibernian, maybe. It's hard to tell, but that might be tattoos on his forehead.
Sure.
Got it.
Okay. Sure, if you say so. I'm hoping we get, after this mission, we have another one of the style missions. Hopefully it won't take as long as the last one did we had to fight. That was, something else.
You. Ugh. You smell unclean. Filthy. Strange creatures you are. Where come from? Who are?
Up here.
Do you live down here?
Down here? God King does not understand. There is only here. Here and the dark beyond.
Okay.
The dark beyond?
Stupid smell? Yeah, not a
Big
smart
city.
move.
Dark and cold. City of old gods. Evil place. Deadly place. God King protects Scions from evil in dark beyond.
Wait a moment. You and your people, you've always been living in these tunnels?
Of course! Where else would God King's people live? Dark beyond is death.
It is not.
His ancestors must have found a secret entrance into these caves centuries ago. That's the only logical explanation.
Okay.
We aren't your enemy. Your people attacked us first.
Yes, yes, Scions did attack you because Scions were scared. God King wants you no harm. God King is good person, protects people from the great evil in dark beyond.
Hey,
But
player.
to protect, God King needs power. And for power, needs Scion flesh. Flesh is power. Raw and strong.
Wait a moment. Did you just say that you eat your own people?
To protect! To protect from dark beyond! God King has to. If not, he will lose power.
So, what do you protect your people from? Monsters?
From horror, from pain! But strange flesh people would not understand. Strange flesh people have not seen it.
Seen what?
Horrors! Unspeakable evil! Mist and fangs and darkness bred from Lost City.
Okay.
14th day, it comes and takes Scions, children, men, women, eats them, slaughters them. And only power can drive it back. And for power, God King needs flesh. Sad, sad cycle of pain.
Maybe he's talking about a spectral abomination, a kind of ghost. I've read about these in some writings on Shape of Ruins.
Or maybe he's just plain bonkers. I guess we won't be around long enough to find out.
What's a bonkers? God King does not like to be talked about like that.
Okay.
What is this power you were talking about?
Magic! Old magic. Learned from great-great-great-grandfather. Old God King. But to use, God King needs flesh. Fresh flesh of Scion on 13th day.
He might be talking about a primitive form of necromancy.
And it requires him to eat his people to use it.
Who knows? We all know how fond
Okay.
these priests of Nor are of their shady rituals.
That's gruesome.
This is gruesome.
Gruesome? Strange fleshmen didn't listen, did they? If God King does not eat, God King loses power. And then evil from dark beyond will take them all. Ugh! Strange fleshmen, disrespectful. Strange fleshmen should leave. Go back where they came from.
We can't. We're here to find the lost city, Mullandir. The dark beyond, as you call it.
But you will die.
We don't have much of a choice. Can you help us get past this gate?
God King does not like, but God King understands. Yes, he will help, but you will help God King first.
Uh-huh. We could just kill you. What do you want?
What do you want?
It's simple. Group of treacherous Scions tried to steal my throne. You kill Scions for God King. Bring him their flesh as proof.
Were these rebels a small group in the southern parts of the caves? I think I killed them already.
You did? Show him. Show
Well,
God King their flesh.
But I'm doing good, player.
Sure. Here.
Yes, yes. Strange flesh people speak truth. It's them. You honest. You loyal. God King will answer your questions.
You can answer those in a second. I see loot back here.
Sounds like a plan. You got it.
Oh. That should do it. I guess if you kill them, you could just take the golem parts.
Alright, why not?
Gotta go up here quick, because I feel like there's something right here.
Will do.
Nope. I only have 60 health.
Yes?
Yes? What do strange flesh people want?
Anyway, it's time for you to keep your end of the bargain. How do we get through this door? What are the words?
Are strange flesh people certain? They will die.
Just tell us the words.
God King understands. The words are Kwalan Zugar Ruge. Speak words to stone men, and door will open.
Shaper language.
Okay.
I think we'll be off now.
Sure.
All right, let's go talk to the golem. I think that's it. We've explored everything in this little area, so moving on. Yeah, with this now healing a little bit, we'll be able to spam this a little bit more recklessly, which would be nice.
Speak the words.
Qualan Zagan.
I like how you can just walk up and kill him if you want. Just be done with it.
You may pass.
It worked. Huh.
Let's find out what he was guarding, shall we?
Understood.
Sounds like a plan. That way?
Interesting.
Blasted armor. Nihal's hammer. This is beautiful.
I won't argue with that.
Oh, that's an open door.
Do you feel that? Wind. We're getting close to the exit.
Wait,
Sounds
really?
like a plan.
Okay.
Many tales have been told about Mulandir, the lost city of the
Mulandir.
Shapers. While some scholars go so far as to doubt its very existence, others claim that it was a utopia, an unconquerable city in a valley of never-ending summer. However, they all agree on one thing. Whoever finds it will go down in history.
Wonderful. But teriyaki chicken and fried rice is always a good time.
By Nihalf.
What's not a good time is me not being able
I
to
found it.
move the progress
It's
here.
amazing.
I agree.
Now, where can we find clues about the blood burn? Is Grim?
Huh? Did you say something?
I said, where should we start searching for clues? We need to find out more about the song.
The song. Yes, of course. Do you think we could rest for a moment first, though? I'd like to take some sketches of this place.
What a marvelous idea.
Well, how about we go back to Everlight to get some charcoal first? It's not as if we're in a hurry.
You're mean.
All right. I guess you have a point. The only problem is, deciphering the Shaper tongue isn't an easy task. We can't just walk in here and expect to find the answers we're looking for.
Then what do you suggest?
I assume the Nexus would be the best place to start. The heart of the city.
Okay. The Nexus.
The Nexus?
Oh,
Long
he even-
story.
I mean,
In
I knew he'd
short,
say it,
it's
but
every Shaper city's core. It's where they drew the energy for their constructions from, where they created their devices, and where they stored their knowledge.
oh, interesting.
All right then, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we got 500 out of that, so good. Doesn't look like there's any sneaky secrets. I don't believe.
We'll hold our ground.
Sure.
I believe, but yeah, time to go down in history. Maybe, if anyone believes. Oh, there's just people in here.
I'm sorry, but we don't understand.
Quaslan. Zaladar?
Punara Yuganzar. Zawayetu Kwanlar. Zanju. Nomyan Kesnai. Zanladar?
You speak their tongue?
A bit. I've never used it in an actual conversation, though. I still can't believe this is happening. We're talking to a living Shaper.
So you think this is actually the spirit of a Shaper?
It's not a spirit, Tahar. This man, he's neither dead, nor undead, nor alive. It's almost something like
How's it going,
an
Death?
ethereal puppet string is keeping his life force in place. Not enough for him to die, yet not enough for him to be truly alive.
Again.
How long has he been like that? Do you know?
No. but the signature of this magic that's surrounding him is unlike anything I've seen before.
Once again.
So he's been trapped here for millennia? That's gruesome.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, you have to admire the power of this technology, though.
Okay. Well, let's,
So, what did he say?
I don't think he was talking to us. He's not even entirely aware of our presence. I think he's gone completely insane.
Interesting.
I mean, being stuck there for how long? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, that sounds like suffering. Finally got a Warhammer Space Marine Codex after 3 months of waiting. Special ordering it. Oh, really? Dang, they make you wait.
Well, he doesn't seem a threat. I suggest we keep on exploring first and maybe come back to him later. There's not much we can do for him now.
Feels strange to do that, but I guess you're right. We need to find that Nexus first. Lead the way, Tahar.
I mean, if he's already lost his mind,
this way, right?
Do.
I think he's beyond the point of it being torture. Aha.
That's the way.
Wonder if the Shapers are actually going to be a faction we have to fight. Seem like it's going that way, so not too bad. I think what I want to do is see if I can go back around. If I can wrap around to there.
Undead. Lots of them.
Oh!
How did they get here?
They could be Shapers, couldn't they?
Might as well just use that, it'll heal.
Yes.
Oh, this is just great.
This way, right?
You got it.
Walking corpses. Take them down.
Oh, they're getting a bonus by being in that circle.
Sounds like a plan.
Nice. Let me just wait for that cooldown. We heal.
You'll have to wait.
I won't. Do it.
Yes.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Sure.
Man, we got like a real spam brigade now.
Blasted armor.
Oh, here's some loot.
Alright, why not?
What do we get? A ring with 10 defense, sure.
Blasted armor.
Man, he's having a hard time with that armor, huh? I think he's the weakest one in terms of that. I mean, Stupid's kind of really vulnerable to all damage, but he is the tank, so give him a tanky ring. That'll work. Channers will pay a good price for that
way?
stone golem. Hey, Zeto, how's it going, man?
Sure.
Another ghost.
Does not look friendly.
Sounds
Did we talk with him? No. Grab this loot, though. So what is this? Oh, yeah, the Mentor's heavy plate armor. It'd be really nice if we had someone that could wear it, but it's not him.
Understood.
That's the way.
Which is just poop. That's all I gotta say. That is just poop that they specifically can't put the armor on. Like, I get it. But really?
This way, right?
So you can get very, very robbed. But fried
This place is a bloody graveyard.
from the weather. Hold on a second. Let me, F6. Dead. We take out this little riffraff fight here. From the weather and brain rot, but chilling to streams, playing Mordheim.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, we summoned a goblin. A goblin. A goblin, rather. And he's dead. Poor guy. He had many hopes and dreams, and then he died. Go up that way. We could wrap back around. Let's just go this way first. I feel like this is an edge of the map, so that'll give us...
Niehaus hammer. Isn't this incredible? The buildings are almost still intact.
Hard to believe nobody ever found this place before. Right in the middle of Iskander.
I'm not seeing anything there, and it's not letting me click into it, so...
Blasted armor.
Let me see.
Alright. Every time I do a Crush Their Will mission, it's Skaven. It's just like, yeah, no wagon. You never get those missions.
Sure.
The AI are too greedy, because they see you and they're like, I'm going to throw my entire team at you. That's a big boy guy, huh?
Fine. Dead.
Yeah, as long as we're spamming our moves, what are they gonna do? What can they possibly do? The answer is nothing, really. We have too much healing, too much focus. Yeah, this is it.
Alright, why not? Will do.
This is going great. Yeah, we're back at it. Now, all we needed was another team member. That's really it. That's what we needed.
Yes.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Dead. Fantastic. Skaven, what's that word? The mod, it's actually manageable. You can just grab the idol as long as you have it. But vanilla, you gotta bring it all the way back. Oh, so it got rid of that? That's nice then. That's an actual change that makes sense. That is... honestly should be in the base game. That one I could see. The problem is usually it's just too late. You can get it from the cart, but yeah, good luck trying to get it from the cart and back. Otherwise, you have to sit there and be like, no swings, no swings, no swings. And just hope they don't kill your team members. It's like, Oh, you're playing on the PS4? Yeah. You just don't do those missions on vanilla. You can if the opportunity arises, but you just assume it won't.
There, another ghost.
That way?
What?
Blasted armor.
Oh, well, that's where we need to go, so that's fine.
Got it.
That seems like a boss fight. Let's, deal with that in a second.
Will do.
Nothing over here? Nothing. Okay. Alright. We're just kind of doing some exploring. It's the only normal mission. But with B team scrubs, yeah. It's,
Sure.
Sounds
you know,
like a
I
plan.
can't trust the B team sometimes, especially after a story mission. Because I found often after a story mission, there'd be this weird thing where...
This place is a bloody graveyard.
We're gonna do this immediately, hold on. There we go, we'll throw this down, we'll do one of these, we gotta hit F6, smack him for a bunch, put up our new buff, run over here, oh, actually cast it.
Corporal?
We'll keep you shielded.
Yes,
Is this really
So, what's the plan?
whatever's necessary.
Oh, this is great. Having a heal on that arrow really makes it a nice, an even better spam ability.
This way, right?
It's just better for spamming. Did we go up all the way this way? Did. Yeah. So hopefully we can get around to there. I don't know if you can. But you can't even click on that. So who knows if it'll let you wrap around there. Okay.
Alright, why not?
Second is up. Take on the boss. Yeah, just go in. Just get beat up. It's fine. No, we ain't risking that. The difficulty? Well, you know, my issue that actually comes from it, Zeto, is not necessarily that the difficulty of the game in general goes up, but it feels like they seem to just store your warband's number after a story mission. For one mission alone, that's it. Just one mission. Oh, this is a really good... Yeah, this is... Got
it.
Dwarf has added something fantastic to our
Sounds like
group.
a plan.
Oh, we can't get in there.
You got it.
Why did I just hear gold clinking? That was weird. Uh-oh. Hold on, boys.
Blasted armor.
Let's do
Nope,
this.
move in there, move in there.
Bloody graveyard.
Here we go. Yeah, we have so much armor now. Smack him. Yep, that's it for him. And you're next. You really don't even need to spam the other ability. It's just, hey, why not, right? Oh yeah, this is great. But this could fall off. It did last time. I was like, yeah, this is unbelievable. There's nothing they can do. And then it immediately fell off.
Will do.
But you can just heal through the trouble. It does always seem to be the we're missing.
That's the way.
Well, I've noticed it's also kind of an issue with just having very low ranked units. Just in general, just feels bad because they will absolutely respond in kind to any
Understood.
plans you have. Like if you have a whole bunch of people that are like level 6 or up, and you bring like 1 or 2 low levels, like level 0, you're like, oh, well, they'll bring 2 low level guys. No, they won't. They'll be like, yeah, they're just high level. So it makes it even worse.
Sure.
Does this have like a progressive hero mechanic? Oh yeah, it's you ever played Warcraft 3? Kind of like that.
All right, why not?
I mean, a little different though. Like
Blasted armor.
it's kind of like that.
That's
Your
the way.
heroes level up, but this one you get like actual skill trees instead of it just being pick one of 3 abilities. But it's like that. I'm guessing I have to touch that portal. I just didn't want to do that immediately. Weird how some of them light up and then other ones don't. Not sure what that means. I'm just stalling to make myself look good. Yeah, we'll see about that when we fight this guy.
Yeah. Do you see that overgrown building? That's the Nexus. Nehof's hammer. It looks just like on the stone carvings.
Seems to be protected by some kind of barrier, though.
I like how we're
How
worried
do we get
about that
past?
and not this.
Excellent question. I doubt we can banish that barrier by force. Maybe... Huh, yeah. The ghost. He might know something.
Worth a try, I suppose. Let's head back.
Gotta head all the way back? Alright. Moving out. Watch him send us all over the place, and it's like, wow, I didn't need to clear this, but whatever. I think the other thing that's nice is now Stubert can actually hit his ability, so it feels more nice to use it. Like, it's not even a great ability, but hey, why not? It's fine to me. Bring on the boss? Maybe. The only issue is the dwarf does get beat up, but now with the 2 heals, it's going to be really nice. I mean, this game has so many extra things, too, so leveling up does transfer through the levels, so it is a lot nicer than Warcraft, because they always take away your characters. You know, you'll get to, like, 10. That's it. You're maxed. Or done. I mean, this game might do the same if I don't watch it, but...
Well then, Iskrim, can you ask him about the barrier?
Yes. Vorzan Devlar. Zawa Yetu Zvan Yaras? What? Van Drax. Verzan Devlar.
Punara Yuganzva. Zawa Yetu Kanlar. Zanzvu Namyan Kesnai. Devlar.
Oh, I see.
So?
It's complicated, but I think I understand now. He's part of a defense mechanism, so to speak. His soul is bound to the city in order to protect it. I think he wants to be freed.
Okay.
Does he know how the Shapers died? That's one of the greatest mysteries on Io.
I asked him that, but he didn't react. I think he knows, but his mind isn't able to process my question. It's sad. There's the source of Shaper knowledge, yet we cannot access it anymore.
Source of knowledge? That's a person you're talking to. Or was one. You know that, right?
I do. Doesn't make its existence less phenomenal.
Warlord's Battlecry. How old of a game was it? There was another game that was coming out that was sort of like a StarCraft sort of game. That one seemed interesting, but I'm kind of waiting for it. You could become broken easily. Some of those games, that is an issue with like hero-based RTS games. It's a tough thing to figure out. You're going to bed. Well, have a good night, player. Thanks for hanging out and watching. If he's here to protect, why didn't he attack us?
If he's here to protect, why didn't he attack us?
Good question.
Old man.
Maybe the magic that controls him got weaker with the centuries.
Okay. But you could be a Minotaur and literally didn't have to build anything. Just sweep the map and murder everyone. Yeah.
And if we free him, will that banish the barrier?
Well, the problem is he's not alone. There are still 3 more of his kind here in Mullendir, and unless we free them all, it won't get us any closer to the Nexus.
Then we need to find them all. How do we free them?
Well, that's the thing. I might have misunderstood, but I think we need to fight and, well, kill him. It's the only way. Blazes, this is so ironic. Here we are, the first sentient beings to walk this city in millennia, and now...
Well, if we want to enter the Nexus, I doubt we have a choice. Also, they don't exactly seem too happy here. I know I wouldn't if I'd been roaming a deserted city as living dead for millennia.
I know. It's what they want.
2004? That's not too bad.
Then let's get this over with.
Zalam Kar!
You'll have to wait.
Holy shit, I'm just spamming buttons in his face. Yep. That did it. He did.
This way, right?
About to get up.
What the? Something revived him. The Godstone. Imprint our rune on the Godstone. That might sever the connection.
Damn it! I need healing.
Oh, no, you're fine. Quick,
Let's
imprint.
What a waste.
Let's see what he has on him.
A shard. Wait. Tahar, that rune Lacane gave you, could you show it to me?
Sure.
Fascinating. They look alike.
How is that possible?
Good question. I suggest we take a closer look at it later in the Nexus. Now come. I'd like to get this pointless butchering over with as soon as possible.
Agreed. Oh dear.
Up ahead.
Quick imprint.
I'll take it.
Got him. All right. Yeah, pretty easy. The first guy was honestly the tankiest one. They don't do much. But 2004's terrible. it's pretty old. But I also play, you know, games that are that old. As far as RTSs are concerned, I'm like, yeah, I could play those again. I don't know. I never played RTSs like multiplayer. I never played versus other people. They don't really make a lot of RTSs anymore. It's just not, you know, there's no battle pass capabilities is the issue.
That way? Here we go.
No! Not yet!
No! About to go down. They silenced us. Get up!
Would you look at that?
Interesting.
Anybody?
Interesting.
Walk up! Walk up!
I'll take a look.
Jeez!
What's next?
Let's see.
There's 3 of you. Not a one of you did it. Alright. That's a different world PvP. Yeah. I don't know. I just never got into it. I usually like that kind of stuff, but with RTS, I'm like, nah, I like to take my time, and usually RTS games are just too... Go, go, go is the problem for me. Stop silencing us, do you mind? Uh-oh.
Just give the word.
He has an AoE silence going on? Whatever, you're still dead.
Alright, why not?
Why are we still silenced? Wait, we're being attacked right now, do you mind?
What do we need?
Why are we silenced again?
Sounds
What?
like a plan.
Oh my god, he got up.
Blasted armor.
Will do.
Sure.
They will fall.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
What? We're silenced again? Get rid of these undead. We're tired of it.
All right. Here goes
Read my
nothing.
mind.
No, not the whole group. Just Stubert. Just Stubert. Stubert's all I want. Give me the Stubert.
Got it.
That's the way.
You're not gonna get up again.
Sure.
Why are we stuck again?
This way, right?
That was a long silence too, by the way. Oh, these zombies are just silencing fools out here?
You read my mind.
It's like a constant silence being thrown.
They will fall.
Thank you. Okay. Finally, we're done with it.
That way? You got
So
it.
it turns out silence is an easy answer.
Will do.
It was fun with your brother. We kind of go the Civ route. Yeah, I haven't played Civ, but 2 games. I don't want to call them RTSs because they're not. But I think I would play Civ. I never even played Civ 6. I played a small bit. I dabbled in Civ 5. I enjoyed it. And also Total War games always interest me. Like maybe Total War Warhammer 3, perhaps. I just never bought it. I think they had it on sale for 50%, but I'm always like, do I really want it? Do I want to get it and try it? Because playing as the Skaven sounds cool. Just all of them sound cool.
I was half expecting the city
the
to blow up in our
fantasy
faces.
aspects.
Now, wait. Do you hear that?
Niehaus hammer.
Oh, Jesus. Here it comes.
Whatever's necessary.
We should get moving.
Back up.
Sounds like a plan. Here we go.
Get back in.
That way?
Ow. You jerk. Stop knocking my dwarf down. He's friendly. Wait, can you spam this?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. No, you can't. Probably gonna hurt a little bit. It's all right. Oh God, what is that?
Sure.
It's one of his effects.
You'll have to wait.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Corporal?
Oh my God! This guy is tanky, isn't he?
Damn it. I need healing.
Really? Okay, stop hitting him. He's fragile. Ow.
Yes. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Nope. Just walk over there.
You got it.
We should get moving.
Run away!
You read my
And back
mind.
in!
Understood.
Okay, walk up, heal the dwarf. We're not worried about him. Stubert's fine, he'll live. This is just a lot of abilities non-stop, because it's like, why not? Yeah, she never runs out. She shares it around, though, which is nice.
Tiara's breath. What in the blazes was that?
A steel guardian, it must have been. They are one of the many creatures the Shapers created to keep their cities safe.
Yeah, a giant walking armor with a bloody spiked club sure helped to ease their citizens' minds.
Well, it's dead now, and the path is clear. Let's find out what's behind that door.
Wonderful. Civ is turn-based? Yes, it is. Chill turn-based? Yeah, well... Yeah, Civ 6 is the newest one. And it's a lot of fun. My problem was I never really did the late game a lot. Like, it takes... You can go so far with one campaign now, which is kind of like the Total War games, really. Civ is basically Civ 6 light. Kinda. It is. Civ 6 has, like, districts and... It's just so much stuff going on with, like, each turn-to-turn thing. Total War games have that without all the district stuff. I mean, unless they added it in 3, but then, like, normally that one, when you fight, you go into a battlefield and you have, like, the RTS battles, which I think that's what really intrigues me, is because the battles are the part there that I like. And then the infrastructure, you can take your time. with Civ 6, even when you're fighting, you kind of just click a unit, say, you attack this unit. And it's like grid-based, and you have to, you know, move all your units in the right order sometimes. It's they're both really fun. I just didn't play a lot of it.
Nexus or not, there's definitely an impressive energy radiating from behind that door. Kind of unsettling, to be honest. So, Tahar, do you want to go in?
Yes, I think we found everything we needed. You just like exploring and settling? That's not what I do. I always get into wild wars and then just... I think the first ever campaign I co-opted with my brother, right? And I remember we were just having a good time building, and I was like, you know what? We're not going to worry too much. We're not going to... I'm going to not declare war. And then immediately they declare war on my brother. Because it was teams of 2, right? And the AI with Japan, and I forget who the other team was, but he immediately declared war, and I was like, well, here I go killing again, and wiped everything out. And then we were just like, whew, that war was forever. And then another team was like, hey, we're entering the space age already. And it's like, I'm nowhere close to that. You know what? Screw it. And I just started attacking him and wiped out all of his chances to go to space. And then, yeah, we just kind of stopped at that point. But was it Gandhi with his nukes? No, we never really got to that point. But yeah, it always ends in bloodshed for me. I'm just like, yep, we're going to fight it out.
Yes, just stay wary. We have no idea what to expect.
The stone doors fall shut behind you as you step through the overgrown arch, and you are met by an almost eerie silence. Yet you immediately feel a presence, a power long forgotten, waiting for someone or something to wake it from its slumber. The Nexus must be nearby.
Can we stop
Incredible.
waking things up?
So, this is the Nexus?
The upper levels. We'll need to go further down to find the heart. Come.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but I'm sure I'm missing a ton of secrets.
Sounds like a plan.
Blasted armor.
Why can I not open some portals? It's weird.
Sure.
It's funny that they left that in because of the one game having the bug. And they're just like, yep, now it's a thing. You know, I never really used nukes when I played. I was just like,
Sure.
why would I want to use such a thing? Then the land's all destroyed, but...
Blasted armor.
Let's see.
My actual thing that would get me a lot... Oh, that's what you could do. You could throw orbs of weakening. Okay. My pitfall was I didn't know the infrastructure for a lot of it, so I'd end up taking so much land that my citizens would be never happy.
Sure.
Whatever's necessary.
That thing is huge.
He has a skull as well. That's kind of scary. We can tank it out, though. Not even doing enough damage, actually, so we're just tanking this whole thing. Let's just put more frost on him, why not?
Oh, not yet.
This rotation is spamming. It's just funny. Golems. Parts of a fire golem.
That's the way.
So I guess you can choose which things you want to fight if you want? I mean, why would I not fight everything? Oh, you know, there's a game I still never played, and I don't even know if it'd run on a system these days, because it is old, but it's a game called Metal Fatigue. Never beat it either, but that was also true of Gladiators, and also true of Battle Realms, so I did it later. I'm pretty early in the game? I think so, yes. I don't know how long of a game this is, but it's surely got to be... Stone Golem. 7,500. So we're fighting another one, huh?
Go. More further down your guard.
Does this never end?
No, it really doesn't.
Not now.
Yeah, this guy's not doing as much damage as the other ones. Why does it say he's deadly, though? This is great. All we needed was that last extra guy there, and then that did it. Oh man, he is doing a lot of damage, though. Get the heal rotation up and the focus spam. It's always necessary. Kill him. I'd like to get another level and then, you know, be able to use some gear with the dwarf. A 300-hour game? I can't imagine it's that long. I mean, the interesting thing is, when I got this game, what interested me was that it had, like, the RTS part where you're, like, building up little areas, and that seemed really interesting. That's only happened twice, and they honestly gave us a lot of new buildings, like, a lot of new buildings.
Alright, why not?
A lot of new buildings the second time we fought, and the AI knew of it. I, however, did not. So I was kind of on a mission for a while, going, how are they spawning so many goblins? And, like, how could you afford them? But it turns out there was new loot. Buy focus. And this is a... Oh, I'm wearing that one. This is probably a helmet I can't equip on the dwarf either. Is this dwarf gonna die? Because it seems weird. That they keep giving me not dwarven stuff. He just joined up. And they're like, yep, that's what he's got. I mean, if he gets one more level, I could just equip him with a two-handed mace, which would be really nice, because there are golems.
Sure.
That's the way?
Blasted armor.
Yeah, Metal Fatigue's a really interesting one, and I say this all the time about that game. Whoops, where am I at? Where am I at? Whoa, 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 whoa. Celebrity guest. But that game is just full RTS, but the way that one works is the three factions have their own, not units. Well, specifically one unit.
That way?
Which is you make giant mechs.
Blasted armor.
You still have, and it has like 3 layers, like you can be up. It's one of those games that was trying so many things at once. Like you need energy. Your stuff to build is energy. You can get it from lava, but you drain out the lava pools. You can find more lava pools in the underground section. And they're higher throughput. And then you can go to the sky area. Like there's little platforms out there and you make solar panels. And that's infinite energy. But there's only so much space up there. And you can fight in all 3 areas. But there's like tanks that you fight with, like just mech, like smaller tank units. I say small, but they're like ground units, smaller units, really. But then you can make giant mechs.
Sounds like a
and then
plan.
each have their own way, but it's like the default ones, like energy weapons, energy swords. There's the guy who's just all brutal fighting weapons, like giant axes, guns, flamethrowers. I think there was a flamethrower.
Right, why not?
And then the third faction, and it's 3 brothers are the leaders of each faction. It's like one of each brother because they split on how they wanted to handle it. And then the third one's like alien tech. So he just melds alien tech right into his ship. And the fun part is when they fight, limbs fall off. Like you have to build the robot. You build what legs he has, what his torso is, which gives him like you could have a shield that pulses out to deflect things. And you get both arms. So you have your weapon arm, and then you have your defensive one. I think you can just pick 2 weapons if you want, but whatever. But as you fight, the limbs will pop off, specifically the arms. But if you kill their mech, you can steal their limbs and put them on your own mechs. And the other thing you can also do is definitely research their stuff so you know how to build it. 5 strength, unerring crossbow. Do I have 5 strength? I don't think I do. No, I'm 1 off. That's unfortunate. But it's a fun game. It's just I never did it. And the funny thing is you just don't build a mech out of nowhere. You also have to train a team of like 4 guys that have to fight it. Like fight in it. And they level up as they fight with it, so they do better in the mech. But when your mech goes down, what ends up happening is you'll see a little team of 4 guys go and like trying to run back to base. And you can kill their guys trying to run back to base because they die in like 1 hit. You can just see a bunch of, like 4 guys running out of their mech to go back home, and you just and shoot a laser bolt, and there's blah, dead. And they can level up, like they get some levels too.
Here goes nothing.
It's a crazy game, but also really fun. And I've always wanted to stream it to show it off, but I don't even know if it'd run. It's so old. And the thing is if you look up metal fatigue, it's like the actual, like, terminology for it. So it's like, oh, well, that's not quite. This guy's doing an actual lot of AoE damage. It's kind of just running out of the... You still die, mister. Oh, not if you get a full triple stun on me. With the whole triple skadoosh here. Kick his ass! Are you serious? It's knocking us on our ass here. Put the bubble down. I like how we just sit there and spam abilities on repeat. Is actual metal fatigue? Yep, it's just... I have the box.
That's the way.
That's the funny thing. I still own the box of it. I don't even think the CDs are in the box either. I just have them in a stack somewhere.
Here we go.
But they probably not install anyway.
Understood.
The freaking CDs. Have a computer with that. You're passing out for work tomorrow? Well, have a good night, Zeto. Thanks for hanging out and watching, man. Alright, let's check all the sides here. They're like, here's a bunch of armor if you have the constitution for it. What a mistake. I mean, like I said, if we would get that next a tribute point for Mr. Dwarf, that'd be nice. I don't regret giving the attribute point to Stubert, though it is kind of sad that there's like a diminishing return for focus. Like, kind of a hard diminishing return. Like, as soon as you hit it, it's like, nah. You are not getting any more focus. Like, I'm wearing a 10 focus ring and a 5 focus helmet. Thankfully, the diminishing returns can't screw you over in the talent tree. +3 is a +3.
To this day,
I guess we're going to the core.
The Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear. None of their marvels would have been possible without an incredible amount of magical energy. According to Iskrim, this is it. The heart of the Nexus. The source of the Shaper's power.
Neat.
Well, blow me down with a feather. And here I thought this couldn't get any more impressive.
Then I'm guessing we got lucky? This is the Nexus?
Yes. We found Mullendeer's heart. So, as I said already to Har, if we're to find out anything about the Bloodburn in this city, it'll be here.
You see that massive pillar in the center? That's where the Shapers drew their energy from. They used it to communicate, to store knowledge, to power the mechanisms in their city. And to build
looks like
some
a
of their
tree.
most magnificent creations.
What did they create?
What did they create?
I'm
Just
reading it
creatures?
again.
Well, obviously just a few very select items, such as, I suppose, the runes we found. Only the most skilled of their craftsmen were allowed to work on that altar you see over there. Being Zaklar, a runesmith, was one of the most respected positions in Shaper society, and only those of the priest caste were even considered. I'm guessing that whatever miracle allowed them to create these ghost watchers outside was also manufactured here.
Okay.
Huh. And where exactly does that energy they channel in here come from? What is it?
Well, that's one of the great Shaper mysteries. There's many theories and few facts. But the most likely one is that it draws from some kind of world essence, the same we mages use to cast magic.
If something like that exists, why have I never heard about it before?
As I've said, it's just one of many theories. I might be completely mistaken.
Okay.
So this is also some kind of archive?
Well, not in the traditional sense. I doubt you'll find a lot of books here.
Okay. And like, you know what's gonna be insane here is we're worrying about the blood burn. Like, I have no clue how they're gonna advance this story as soon as this happens. And we're like, we almost saw it, and then things go crazy because I feel like that's gonna happen. It can't just be the blood burn. I mean, maybe it can. Maybe they can. I don't know. I really like this little mini map they drew in this area. Really cool. Okay. So, communicate, huh?
Did you just say they used this place to communicate?
Yes. Apparently, some Shapers were able to communicate with each other by thought alone.
I've heard about that. But what does this Nexus have to do with it?
Well, their telepathy wasn't an innate skill. It was something the higher castes learned through somehow joining their minds to that pillar. They were connected.
To a tree? That they built?
And you're sure that wasn't just a rumor? A lot of the scholars idealize the Shapers.
That might be true, but their telepathy is mentioned in many of the stone tablets, not just from the Shapers themselves, but also from the few races who dared to defy them. They almost described them as demigods.
Ah. Sounds useful. I wouldn't want that. Wait. Mentioned in many of the stone tablets, not just from the Shapers themselves, but also from the races who did. Sounds useful?
Well, that does sound useful.
And a little bit scary.
Indeed.
Nehev's hammer. Do you feel that?
Energy. Seems there's still some left.
Yeah. And what's that?
How did they get this energy?
Looks like some kind of anvil?
Could that be where the Shapers forged their creations?
Very likely so, yes. Wait. How about a little experiment? That
Now?
strange rune Lacane gave you. Could I, borrow it for a moment?
What for?
As I said, a little experiment. These shards we found on the ghosts outside. I think I might be able to combine them with our rune.
Okay. Go for it.
Alright. Go ahead.
If it makes
Thank
it worse for me, hey, I'll just have to play better.
Wow, that's interesting.
What?
The runes. They look alike.
So, Lacane gave us a Shaper rune?
Might be, yeah.
He seemed to think it was a gift from Aeonir.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I personally don't believe in Aeonir handing out gifts to his followers, but as you can tell by the Godstones all over the city, he played a role in the Shaper's faith too. So, technically, it could be both the Shaper rune and the gift from the Allfather.
Uh-huh.
And you're still sure you want to do this?
I am. It may take a while, so I suggest you take a look around in the meantime.
Okay. Around a what? Okay.
What's that?
Books.
Looks like a map of Fiara. A very old one.
Can that help us somehow?
I think so, yes. You see those markings? Glyphs. They look like someone carved them into the stone.
Can you make out what they say?
I've been trying, but...
Yes. Yes, that's it. Over here, quickly!
Really? One thing? Look around.
There you
Stones.
are. I was right.
Whoa! Get over here.
I don't see anything.
Just take a look. Here, Tar.
Be careful, dwarf.
What the heck just happened? What did you do?
I don't know. The rune. It must have reacted to you somehow, Tahar.
Yes, but why? What did you do to it?
I joined it with the shards we found on the Ghost Watchers. I'm guessing that caused some kind of magical reaction when you, as the rune owner, touched it.
So we're bound to the city now.
No, of course not. But I think the rune got stronger. Still, I'll have to do more research on this. I can't help but feeling that these runes are an ocean and we've merely touched the surface.
Let's just hope there isn't a monster on the bottom.
Anyway, what now? We still haven't learned anything new about the Bloodburn or the song.
That's right, we haven't. But while I was working on the rune, a thought occurred to me. Remember how I told you that some of the higher caste shapers were able to communicate by thought alone, by telepathy? Frankly, I believe that's exactly what the song is. Telepathy.
You mean we're hearing the thoughts of a shaper?
The shapers are extinct, so no. But it might be someone else using shaper magic or sort of mental echo. The memories of the dead.
We're hearing shapers talking to us? No. Just so no. Not that. They're dead.
The song is telepathy. You mean, what we are hearing?
Isn't an actual sound, but a thought translated by your
I remember
mind,
the
yes.
dead. I can
That
hear the
explains
dead.
why
They
not
talk to
everybody
me.
hears it, doesn't it?
Why do we then?
Probably because of our magical gifts. It makes sense, doesn't it?
So, somebody is talking in our heads. That's bizarre. I'm not sure what you mean by a mental echo.
Well, the Shapers left all kinds of traces, didn't they? And those specters we fought on the surface are proof that their magic is still prevalent. Also, we know they use telepathy to communicate, so who knows? Maybe this song is just a lost, forgotten thought that somehow made it through the millennia.
That's almost poetic.
Okay?
Be that as it may.
Oh, where am I
How does it
going?
get us any closer to finding a cure for the Bloodburn?
Because it tells us what has to be done next. Reactivate the Nexus.
Why?
Because it might allow us to do the same thing that the Shapers did. Join our minds to that pillar. We could connect to the collective subconscious of an extinct race, which then again could help us understand the song and its origin.
Sounds dangerous.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, I can't argue with that, but then again, we're on a dangerous mission. And even if connecting our minds doesn't help us with the Bloodburn, think of what we could learn.
That's another story, but Iskrim is right, Tahar. This Nexus place looks like the best lead we have right now.
How do we reactivate it, though?
Good question. But I believe those two pedestals have something to do with it. I'm pretty sure they're what used to be conjuring the energy of this place.
And they're empty. So we need to find whatever was in there, don't we? A power source.
Yeah. The only question is how.
I think I have an idea. Let's get back to that map. I think Iskrim should take a look at it.
Okay.
Yes?
Take a look.
Here we go. What do you make of this, Iskrim?
It's a rock.
Fiara. By Neharf, this is incredible.
Yes, but I was talking about those markings. They look as though they were added manually, don't they? I've started translating them already, but I'm stuck. Can you take a shot?
Let me see. Zaganar Zavuladun. Stones of... Wait. You're right. The stones of the essence and their location.
Go on.
Stones of the Essence? So they are the power sources we're looking for.
They must be, yes.
But why would someone hide the stones and then mark their location?
Who says someone hid them? Maybe they were just brought somewhere else. It's common knowledge that the last years of the Shapers were chaotic, and they might have had a good reason to abandon this Nexus.
Then maybe it's not a good idea to bring them back, don't you think?
Well, the thing is, without the stones, we're stuck. We need this place up and running to understand the song. Even if my theory about it being telepathy is wrong, without power, we can't access the archive neither.
Then we need to find them.
Absolutely. And I suggest we start right away.
Hold your horses. We're not getting these stones anytime soon.
Why?
Because if that map is anywhere near accurate, one of those stones is located in what's now Aeonir's Blade. No point going in there without an army.
The Iron Falcons. Right.
Iron Falcons?
You don't know. The Iron Falcons are an order that is protecting the tomb of Foil Darg. They're fighting the world's end, so to speak. What about the other marking, Iria? Maybe...
Hold on. The Field Darg? The ancient evil?
Yeah, them. According to the lore, the Guardians locked them in this tomb. But the seal has gotten weaker as time went by, so for over 800 years, the Iron Falcons have been protecting it. I'm surprised you know so little of your own country's lore, Tahar.
Well, my father was never interested in old myths.
The Fieldar aren't a myth, not at all. If it weren't for the Falcons, Fiara would be history by now. That's not to say they're a likable bunch. Word has it that they're fanatically religious, self-righteous
Naturally.
pricks. But I guess living in the desert with only skeletons to keep you company does that to you.
What about the other marking?
That one's even worse. This land where the marking
We're going to
doesn't
war.
exist anymore. It's right in the Black Sea.
Damn it, you're right. But, that doesn't necessarily mean that this island doesn't exist anymore, does it? Maybe the cartographers of our era simply haven't discovered it yet. We could build a ship, right? Sail there and find out.
Yeah, maybe. But again, for that we need support. Someone who can provide us with influence, money, and at least some troops against whatever we'll face there. Not to mention the fact, Tahar, that your former general has probably already sent his dogs on us.
Ideas?
What about that village mayor, Clara Farland? Didn't she tell us something about certain friends she has?
True. And there was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, though I still don't think this is a good idea. How about the Moorhair elves? You told me they're investigating the Bloodburn too, didn't you?
Okay.
We fought them in Leonon. I doubt they'll be eager to cooperate.
They know they made a mistake. That Scryer, she snapped, and given General Noria's intentions, she wasn't even that wrong to do so. I'm pretty sure they'll listen to what we have to say, especially if they're struggling with the Bloodburn themselves.
Interesting.
All right, it might be worth a try.
Okay, the world map button. Oh, so we have 3 locations. Meet with Gore. Travel to the... Okay. So, let's take a look. I think we're done here. Let's give it a look. So now we get to choose which way we go. I'm guessing that also probably gives us who we want on our team. Oh. Greykeep. Okay, so I guess we choose who we want on our team. So here's a fun little choice we have. We can talk with the orc, who's probably going to have us fight orcs and goblins. Maybe. Or we become the orcs and then fight other orcs. I'm not sure about that. This is probably all humans. And then, of course, the elves. So... Ah, yes, the land called Prologue. Oh, and you can see all the different areas you've been... Choices? Yeah, look at... Whoa. 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 What is all this? There is... a lot of map. This is a lot of map. I'm just taking a peek, seeing if there's anything interesting. Okay, can we go into the sea? You did say something. Well, I guess the sea we can't do until we get power. So I'm guessing that's what. So the lady is going into the sea to fight something. We need to get power, and then we go there. Or we can talk with the orc. Or we can talk with the elves. I'm guessing we're doing all three? So which one do we go for first? Interesting indeed. But what would we be fighting? The elves will probably fight elves. The orcs will fight orcs. What would the humans fight? Just other humans, I guess? Maybe? This is interesting one. I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna do all of it. So I think we're gonna start with the orcs because we just fought them recently. In the shadow of the eponymous mountain lies the wasteland referred to as the Foot of Bargagor. It is home to the orcish tribe called the Firewielders, as well as the many unforgiving beasts, from the undead to demons. While most travelers stay away from Bargagor for this very reason, the Firewielders cherish their homeland perils. According to orcish culture, only through constant conflict and danger can a people stay strong and persevere. Main quest, gaining allies. Side quest, power struggle. Gaining allies. So I guess we got to do all of it. Gain at least one ally. At least one. So we could do it all if we wanted. The refugees. So we could help the humans. And what's this one called? I guess we could have read it all. For decades, the Morhir elves, exiled from Finon Mir, have roamed Io in search of a new home. In Nortender, they were promised lands of their own, but as the Mage Rebellion arose, they were quickly forgotten. Now, years later, they have taken shelter in a nomadic settlement in Leafshade, a dense, dangerous jungle amidst the no man's land between Utran and Wolfcon. The corruption. Alright. And what's this one? With Alat Iskander executed for allying with your father during the Mage Wars, the Iskander lands have fallen into anarchy. On your journey, you've met many travelers, sunken-cheeked figures. Oh, that was just the thing we saw already. Let's go with... I wonder if at the end they show up for like a final mission when you're fighting, and like the more allies you get, they show up to help. So I guess if we only had one, who would we really want on our team? The orcs are kind of wildly... You know what? We'll go with the orcs. That's what I said. We're going to do it.
In the shadow of the eponymous mountain lies the wasteland referred to as the Foot of Bargagor. It is home to the orcish tribe called the Firewielders, as well as to many...
he is literally reading what I just read, so we're going to...
Here we are. The Foot of Bargagor.
And you still think this is a good idea?
I don't think we have a choice. We need all the allies we can find.
Huh?
Understood.
Hey, there he is.
The dreaded corporal. I was just about to go on my own.
Well, you're in luck. It turns out we do need an ally. Troops, to be precise.
I had a feeling. And yes, I can help you, provided you help me first.
That was the deal. What do you want?
Your help in preventing a war.
Preventing? I don't mean to be rude, but aren't your kind usually the ones who start them?
That's what most people think. Let me explain. The leader of our tribe is planning to reignite an old war. The War of the Six Races. In other words, he wants to send this world back into chaos. It's stupid and dangerous. But many of my brethren fail to see that. Krell tells them that our tribe has become weak, and that by invading the Nortender and the Elven Empire, we will teach the world to live in fear of us again, as it should be. What they don't see is that no one would benefit from this war. The Firewielders would be wiped out. That's as sure as the sunrise. And both the humans and the elves would suffer greatly from this. Krell tells them that we'd be honoring the struggle. But we wouldn't. It's the act of a fool.
Wonderful. Yeah, that doesn't happen. We avoid that, Destron. We're avoiding it. There's small slip-ups here and there. You know, it's fine.
What is this Krell hoping to gain from it, then?
Well, there's two reasons. First of all, the blood burn.
So the orcs are suffering from it too?
Yes, not as much as you humans do. But there have been outbreaks in some of the tribes. Krell claims that the humans and the elves have manufactured it to wipe us out. Which is why that war would be justified.
That's absurd.
Yes, and he knows it too. But that doesn't stop him from using it to rally the clans behind him nonetheless. And that's the second reason. Krell is a self-obsessed fool. He became High Chieftain with lies and false promises. And people have started to see through that. So now he has no choice but to act.
Okay.
The struggle?
Ah, right.
What is
Sorry.
the struggle?
I forgot that I'm talking to a pale skin. The struggle is the core of our culture. At the heart of everything that lives, there's conflict. The wolf hunts the deer runs from the wolf. Without the deer's flesh, the wolf dies. But if there were no wolf, so would the deer. Why? Because without an enemy, it would breed with no constraint. It would procreate until there's no more plants for the deer to eat. Their peace would be their doom. And it's the same with every being. Where there's no conflict, there's stagnation. And stagnation leads to downfall. This is why there has to be the struggle. But we shouldn't discuss this now. All you need to know is that Krell's actions are a threat. Not only to the orcs, but also the other races.
I like that comparison. It sounds smart, but then you have to remember that we have higher function. We theorize such things. The deer does not question why it does what it does. It just does. So the struggle is literally do not think, only fight, only do as the day-to-day, because that makes us better, but it really doesn't. It's not great. Not great. I understand the fear. It's the thing, but we are above such things if we use our brains. Not having to kill everybody, but, you know, they just want power. Let's be real. We know. They compare, like, oh, no, you just like to fight. We know what it is. It's all right. We got it.
I see. And what do you intend to do?
Stop him. Orc culture is based on two pillars, strength and wisdom. And I will show him the power of the second one. By allying with a human and defeating Krell, the Fire Wielders will see that even an unlikely alliance can result in strength.
So you want to fight him?
Challenge him. But since he's a coward, I doubt he'll accept, which is what you're here for. There's a second plan if the first one fails.
And in return, I'll get troops.
Yes.
You said that word, troops.
Krell, I will have the whole Fire Wielder tribe behind me. And I'll give you enough orcish craftsmen and warriors to support your cause.
Okay. I can't disagree. We're already here.
Agreed. When are you planning to challenge him?
Now. He has agreed to meet me. And I was just about to leave. Ah, one more thing.
Tahar.
What's your name?
But it's actually Stubert.
Tahar.
Good. Then let us be off Tahar. Krell will meet us northeast from here.
Hey! So, you are very broad on that. You know what? Give me a second. Because what do you have? Shape-shifting? Focus cost of abilities is reduced. Shapeshift wolf, shapeshift bear. Deal bonus damage attacks against the light races. Oh, but not orcs. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Kind of interesting. So he has totems. Oh, that's interesting. That's very useful. Quite useful indeed. And then what's this totem? So that would be also useful. Scales, willpower and then intelligence. Well, that one doesn't scale much. This one does what? 45 damage. The damage isn't much, but it's pretty nice. 10-second effect duration. The cooldown's 12 seconds. Area of effect's okay. Or I can make him more of a frontline. We're kind of struggling with the whole frontline thing. You know, if we go down this way, we could summon a bunch of undead, but we can't heal them. His Void Arrow, which is distant. So he's not an up close unless you go shape-shifting. Which is, not great. If we go intelligence, but here's what I really want to know. Can you equip things? What is this? Nature and light. And oh, he makes elemental magic, sure. But that's not what these are. That's nature and that's elemental magic. So that's nice. That's nice. If he has the constitution, he could wear some armor. You could just make him really, really tanky. And then he could shapeshift into a bear. He has 4 abilities, right? So if we went Constitution 3 and then put 1 into Intelligence. That's not locked in, right? Let me take a look at these. Because this one's Intelligence and then this one's Constitution. We could just kind of commit into that and then he could just use totems. Can he use totems while in the shapeshift? Immune? All afflictions. Okay. Scaling increases. This is willpower. Those are both willpower based. So if I made the totems a little bit better, he would need some frontline ability. I mean, we don't necessarily mean that. $83 damage. I boiled for 10 seconds. And what's this? Seed of Darkness to a target. That's intelligence. Chance to apply weakened with every attack. Interesting. So how do we level this man up? I think the totem's a nice AoE ability. The Earth totem's nice because it's impaired and weakened, which is nice. The weakened is less resistance. Would make this more deadly. We have 2 AoE abilities. They're not super damaging, but they're not bad. Like, I could go here. And what's the second one do? Second level is what? With an increased frequency and radius. Well, the radius isn't any bigger. What do you mean increased radius? That's a lie. They must have changed that. So the frequency's more often. But the... Oh, okay. The frequency is every 1 second. So it is doubling the damage. So that's pretty good. The Earth Totem is weakness, which makes them weaker. What's level 2 do? Interrupts all enemies around it. Has a chance to stun them. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that and that. Focus cost of abilities isn't my concern. Surprisingly. There is auto attacks. He does not have strength and dexterity, so this is not a man who's going to get close. So that's what the shape-shifting goes off of willpower. It's a question of, do you just go for shape-shifting? Just have him go in. But then he's not going to be able to spam anything, right? He'll have taunted. Can't imagine I have much use out of that, though, right? I mean, that one's nice. It's just not useful here. Never mind, that's definitely worth it. And then we have 3 ability points, but that just makes him a totem monster. All abilities, more damage. Or I can go in here and he can just summon Forsaken. I mean, why not, right? If I take 1 away, what does the second one do? There's not anything extra. Apply unstable body. Oh. Explodes on death. So they could blow up and do things. That's, interesting, but I feel like we want this. So this one has a chance to stun. Is that all the second one does? If we don't take the stun and instead take this, then he can spam undead and it's way better off, right? So I think that's what we're going to do. This is... So what do we need? This is willpower. Willpower. Intelligence. This is nothing. This is also willpower, but I don't think that matters too much. So it's kind of willpower, which is funny. And the stats don't matter too much. Damage won't go up too much. So I think what we do is Constitution 5. Willpower 5? Do we care? Because I could just make him super tanky, right? I could give him 3 strength. He can equip gear. And then he'll have high constitution. And then he can wear half my armor. Right? So, like, with all that constitution... I mean, he already has armor that makes elemental magic cooldowns shorter, which is okay. But if we give him the extra armor, he could just be tanky. But does he need to be? That's the real question. Does he need to be? If he goes to 7 constitution, he can put this on and be unstoppable, but all he's going to be doing is spamming abilities, right? Cool. Cool. He doesn't have the strength for that. Man, this is tough. This is a tough call. So, it's the same thing. We had this before, so he just has the same thing. Alright, so he could take a free helmet. Do we care to push his constitution that high? Not really. We'll just go 5 willpower, 5 intelligence. I think that puts him at a good break point for most everything. This is just a check anyway, so... Yeah, I think stats like that, and we look at his abilities, and I think we're just going to do kind of a mix. We're going to do one of each, you know? He doesn't really need the extra focus points. And his weapon is intelligence-based, is it not? It is scaling intelligence, so I guess we'll go intelligence. It's too resistant for a willpower. Then intelligence doesn't do that. I mean, strength would let him equip other weapons, and then he'd be a melee-based character. But do we care? We could just kind of run in, you know? He's gonna have high constitution anyway. Willpower then. I think willpower's the way to go. Yep. Then we could just put a helmet on with 50 health, and there you go. Now he's tanky. We could give him focus, but that doesn't matter. We could put that on if we don't like the stats. That would just make him super tanky. But I like the cooldown. Do we have any rings sitting around? I don't think we do. Doesn't matter then. We're just gonna take it as is.
Yes?
And this man was, you know, shape-shifting, cool stuff. Doesn't matter. Got rid of it. Get rid of this and this and this. I'm not even using them, so... That in there? Oh my god, it does work. Okay, and then what I need to do is go to Stubert, go boop, spellbook, because he's never taking these abilities off anyway. So we could just put them here, and then he just has them. And Frost Shell's nice, but we're never going to use it. What's this? Fire Totem. Oh my god, I forgot I have that too. Oh my god, I have so many abilities. What ability am I not going to use that often? Like Damnation? Like, that's just not a thing. So, that's fine there. This down here, because that's an AoE ability. There you go. Look at it. We have so many abilities. So, Call of the Forsaken, huh? Wait, what? Does it have to have corpses? Yes. So he can just go boop. Nice! We have 3 little buddies. I don't know how long they last. Cooldown's, it's a minute. But then when they die, we get...
Blasted armor.
You know? Oh, they're slow, so you better pick right. You pick for them to be in the fight area. Earth Totem's cool. Is it a cast time? It is. And we have both. We can have both. So we can, like, use the Earth Totem, right, to apply Weakened, which gets rid of the resistance, which is fantastic. That just helps. And, you know, then we have Fire Totem, which is nice. It's 50 damage every second. That's pretty good. This is only 34 damage and 23 piercing, so it's like 2 different damages. But it's a lot weaker than that. But that is an improved version. And if we look at this one, level 2 does what? Not more damage, surprisingly. Even with high willpower, the damage... I mean, it does seem like the damage should be higher. What is happening? Oh, the zombies blew up. I would think maybe panic. Hey, Andy, how have you been, man? Apply Impaired. That seems very useful. It's just move speed. Ice melt up with the damage against fire creatures. No damage to ice creatures. Do we need Impaired? It's a good question. Good question. Progress? Glossary? Don't like that there's just a whole thing there. You're good? I'm glad to hear it, Andy. I'm doing well. Just playing SpellForce, having a good time with it, actually. There's so many different talented... This is the problem, is I like these games, but man, do I like theory crafting with some of that stuff. I'm like... sitting there always thinking about the next spells and things like that. Like, oh my god.
Alright, why not?
Got it.
Sounds like a plan.
But yeah, I have that. There's so many other RTSs I want to play as well. Oh man, there's so many of them. Then we have the 2 other. Oh man, I wonder if these are one mission things for the allies, so you can do all 3 and enjoy all the different stories or not. Unfortunately, in this case, I do have to stop with this game. And then we will do this next time. But I do need to pause this game here. Let me do that quick. There we go. Yeah, we will continue this. Do not worry. It will be back. Just a short session for that this time.